Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 229. Is that correct? I think that's correct. This is a VC Vinyl episode. What I got from them over the last couple weeks. I actually have one record that I just ordered, and it still hasn't left Florida yet. But these are the rest that I've recently bought. They range in the $10 to $15 range. They are, except for one. One is a box set, so we'll just get right into it. There was a couple of records. There was one box set that I really wanted, and I'm not sure how limited it is. I looked it up on the Discogs, and there's a mention of 500, but the 500 may be 500 that include autographs and stuff. So I don't know. But this is the band is named Travis. The Invisible Band is the album. This is their. Sorry, my neck is kinked up. This is their third album, I believe. I think it's their third one. I never had anything by them until I found they actually had a live album that I own now on VC Vinyl a while back, and I bought that, and it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $5. But I got that one, and I never owned anything, but it was a band that I was interested in for, I guess, since the '90s when this stuff came out. I think this one was in the '90s as well as the next thing we'll talk about. But my friend had one or two of their CDs, I think, and I think he had, I don't know if it was a single or something, but he loved them because they did a cover of Britney Spears. I think it was "Hit Me One More Time" or something. He used to be in love with Britney Spears back in college, and so he loved them for covering her song or whatever. But I never did get anything, and I never really hunted them out that too much, but they were always on my radar. And so when I got that live album, I was like, damn, I need to get something else. And I never saw anything, available. I mean, just out in the wild. I didn't really, try to go out of my way. But VC Vinyl came up and they had this, and I was like, oh man, I want that. So what this is it's two LPs, two CDs, and it says featuring the singles "Sing," "Side," and "Flowers in the Window." 2 LP, 2 CD set includes the original album, remastered by Grammy Award-winning engineer Emily Lazar, B-sides, previously unreleased demos, live sessions, and more. Heavyweight, ultra-clear vinyl, commemorative book with unseen photography. Well, I'm sure it's been seen by now. But I haven't seen it, so we'll get into that. The back is just plain, so you don't get the track listing or anything. Now, I looked it up on Discogs. The CDs have more songs than the vinyl does, so that's probably why they included it, because they wanted to have a complete, they wanted people to get a complete set. So that's cool. I'm gonna open these after. So if you just want to see what I got, you can check out after that. If you want to see the actual records, you can stick around. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know if it's gonna have autographs. If there's a green envelope in this, we're in business. We're gonna have some autographs, because I saw that was it said some editions came with a green envelope. And I don't see anywhere on here that it's numbered out of 500, so it may not be a limited edition, thing. But it's something I'm still glad I got, and this was $35. So I think the retail cost is over $80. Good deal. On that one. And then the next one I got is their first album. This cover looks to be a bad scan, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that's how it originally was. But this is their first album, Good Feeling. Not used to be on this side, guys. Gotta adjust what I do here. The hype sticker says, reissue of the critically acclaimed 1997 debut album includes the anthemic singles All I Want to Do Is Rock, U16 Girls, Happy, Tied to the 90s, and the breakthrough More Than Us, produced by Steve Lillywhite, replication of the original vinyl artwork for the first time. So it's a replication of the original vinyl artwork, which means somebody scanned the record, and they didn't do the best of jobs at that, and so it's a little grainy. That's what I believe. But I think this is the album he had. He had this one, and there was at least another one. I don't know if it was the one that I got, but I'll have to ask him next time I talk to him if he remembers, because I think he still got all his CDs and stuff, but they're probably in storage because they live in a kind of small house now, and he's got a storage unit. But anyway, so that one, now I've got their first 2 out of the first 3 albums and a live album. So I'm well on my way to getting some Travis in my life. Next up is a band I haven't heard of before. VC Vinyl has had, anyway, 2 of their albums. They are kind of a hardcore metal band. And it doesn't have the name of the band on the front. I really don't know if it's on the side. Yeah, it is on the side. But it's, oh man, what is it called? I gotta look inside of it before I get it wrong, guys. Don't want to say it wrong. Varials, Varials, and it's their In Darkness album. This was $10. I listened to it. It's okay. It's not super great. Not what I was expecting, but the other album they have is 15. If I get some money and they still have it available, I may pick it up. Or maybe I'm just gonna be a one and done with this band. They're all right. I mean, it wasn't anything that I would go crazy for. I don't know what this picture is. It looks like a woman or maybe a man with their hand over their face or something. I don't know. And then we've got more of that kind of stuff with lyrics and stuff. I listened to it once so far. Pretty good. Picked up a bunch of dust when I did that. But we've got the label with their logo, and if you see that logo, it's really hard to read. It's almost like one of those death metal, black metal kind of things, and then that image for the. So it's a nice looking record, I think, and a nice looking package. But it's all right. I mean, I'll listen to it more than once for sure. But not super high on my list of of great stuff. Next up, which has potential to be great stuff. This is everybody's favorite ZZ Top member, Billy F. Gibbons. Hardware. This one was also $10. Oops. Keep leaning. You don't need to lean that way. You need to lean this way. Billy F. Gibbons. This is supposed to be red vinyl, so if it's not, I'm going to be calling up Mike at VC Vinyl and complaining that he gave me the wrong one. I told him I wanted the red one. But this, I can feel that this cover is like a matte finish, and then this is kind of embossed a little bit. Not very. It's embossed, but it's not like really, but cool. So this ought to be a good album, kind of bluesy rock kind of stuff. I don't have a lot of ZZ Top in my collection, but I'm glad to get that. And while I was glad to get that, this next one I believe was originally either 20 or 15, and I got it for either. I think it was 15, and I got it for 10, and I think they might be selling it for 10. But I haven't seen a lot of this one, and this is also Billy F. Gibbons, the Big Bad Blues. Go this way, and he's smoking what appears to be maybe a cigar or maybe something a little more risque. I don't know, but kind of a cool cover though. I'm a sucker for smoke. I wouldn't smoke myself, and I don't suggest that you do either, whether it be cigarettes or any kind of drugs or whatever. But the actual movement and stuff of smoke in pictures, I really like it. So there's that. And we've got the back. This one I believe is probably just black vinyl. I'm kind of scared that this other Billy F. Gibbons is going to be black vinyl too. Not that I'm scared, but I wanted red. Next up, they have price on this one. This one was 15. This is a band that kind of brought back some memories. Maybe memories I don't need to have in my life, but memories nonetheless. And not that I was a big fan of this band or anything, because I really wasn't. I don't know much by them. But I had this girlfriend back in the 90s. One of the few that I've had in my life. You guys don't need to know this story. But anyway, we would trade tapes. And, I'd make her a tape. She'd make me a tape, cassette, I still have a bunch of them. I probably made her like 50 of them. She probably made me 10 or 12. I was the music guy, and she was just, as she could get it, kind of things like radio or whatever. But I don't know where she got the songs, but she put a couple of the songs by this band from the early days on some of my cassettes, and they were kind of funny and interesting, and but I kind of stayed away from this band for many years because I didn't want to think about her, because she's gone and she's off to her life doing better things, but I didn't really want to think about her so much, so I didn't ever buy anything by this band. And then I saw this and I was like, I really like the cover, and I don't know these songs, and this is one of their new albums, and even if I heard the old songs, I might not remember them because it's been so long since I listened to any of those tapes, but the mystery band is Reverend Horton Heat. What did it say? Whole New Life, and it's kind of fitting that that would be the first Reverend Horton Heat album title that I got. It's been since the 1994, 5, something like that, since we've been together, and it still hurts like it was yesterday, man. It's just my first real love, and now I'm getting sad. Anyway, so we've got this album, this Whole New Life, Hog Tying Woman, Hate to See You Cry. Oh man, this is gonna get me. Got in My Pocket, Don't Let Go of Me, Ride Before the Fall, Chapatula Street. That's a New Orleans street. That's crazy that they would put this on here, because I don't know where they're from. I think they're from Texas. It's like rockabilly, stuff. I know they're good. I know they're real good, and this is somebody just personal reasons didn't go for them. But Sunrise Through the Power Lines, Wonky Perfect. Wonky is one song, Perfect is another song, and Viva Las Vegas. And if you want to know how to spell Chapatulas, right there, boys and girls. Chapatulas. It's a real street in New Orleans. Says Reverend Horton Heat, limited edition color vinyl. Oh, I didn't know it was color. Whole New Life. Proves that a hard driving beat and a searing 6-string are timeless pleasures. Fired up fusion of high energy punk, southern fried rockabilly, and revival tent, whatever that is, wailing delivered with cocktail hour panache. The Boston Globe said that. Whole New Life and Hogtied Woman. MP3 download included, on tour now. Now this is a couple years old, so they're probably not on tour right now. But still, one of their newer albums. So I know once I get this and get into this and listen to it, I'm gonna be okay, guys. I'm not gonna get depressed. Or I'm always depressed about something anyway. But I'm not gonna get depressed, and I probably want to seek out more of their stuff now that I've broken the 30-year curse or whatever it's been. 94, that's about 30 years, yeah. So something like that. So anyway, Reverend Horton Heat. We'll look at these after. We already looked at one of them, and then the next one is something that I never knew about. But it looked pretty good. This one cost me $15 as well. People kept bidding them up, man. They kept putting them out, and they acted like they were kind of limited, but they still been showing them every day. But people were bidding, I was like, dude, they got 20 of them. You don't need to keep bidding it up. Just wait. And people are like, oh, if you want it so much, you just pay for it. And I was like, I want it, but I don't want to pay extra for it. I'll get it at the right price, and I did. Right in front of the people that were all bidding it up. they all got theirs, and some of them got multiple copies, and they all paid more than 15. And then about an hour later, I said, "Can you run one of those other ones again?" And most of those people were still there. Profits of Rage, $15. I told them I would not pay more, and I didn't. So this is Rage Against the Machine minus Zack De La Rocca, and plus Public Enemy. I believe it's Chuck D and someone else from Public Enemy. I'm not quite sure. And then one of the people from Cypress Hill is in this. And so I'm not real big into the rap and hip hop stuff, but I do like when they combine with rock bands and heavier bands as well, because somehow that works. And it really worked on the Judgment Night soundtrack. If you'd never heard that, get out there and find that, because it's great. And that's got a lot of alternative rock as well as heavy metal. Like there's like Biohazard and Helmet and Pearl Jam's on it. Teenage Fan Club. So it's alternative rock as well as heavy stuff. I think Slayer's got a song, Ice-T's on it, and then the rap people are like Onyx. Biohazard does the song with Onyx, and that works so good together. Booyah Tribe, Faith No More's on it. So if you get that album, you'll understand what I'm trying to say as far as that I like when rock and rap really, really work together. So I'm hoping that's this kind of what this is going to be. I don't know anything about it. I just saw it, and when I figured out what it was, I was like, Rage Against the Machine sometimes gets a little too political, and Public Enemy gets political, so it's probably going to be full of politics in it. They got some yeah. Just the name of the songs are enough. If you want to catch that second one, I mean, but yeah. So anyway, I think this is going to be really good. I hope it's good. I don't know what color it is either. We'll find that out in a little bit. So that ought to be a good one, I hope. Next one is a band that I've heard some songs on the radio. I couldn't tell you the names of any of the songs, but I've heard songs on the radio. I know I like them. And one night they did a buyer's appreciation thing, and that's when I bought the Varials one, actually, because he was like, if anybody has bought one within the last hour, we're going to do a buyer's appreciation giveaway. And the way the buyer's appreciation videos giveaways work is anybody that's bought anything during the whole show can enter it. Nobody else can. If you haven't bought anything, you can't. Well, but you can enter if you go through the survey thing that they do, because I guess it's illegal to only offer something to certain people and not others. So anyway, but I won. And he had a rap album as the giveaway, and I was like, man, if I win, I don't want that album, because it was something I know I didn't want. And he said, well, I don't know why he changed it, but he was like, well, if you win, you get to pick from something at the same price. I think these were $20 records, maybe $15, I'm not sure. But I got to pick, and one that I knew I wanted, because they've got, I think, 3 records by this band, I got this one. They're kind of expensive. They're on like the $25 range. So this one I think is $15, but the other 2 I think are more expensive. But this is the Pretty Reckless, and we've got this figure of a naked woman, looks to be floating in, I wouldn't say water she's in, because it looks almost like she's in space, but I'm not sure. But if you know the Pretty Reckless, you know that the singer is gorgeous, and this is probably a painting of her, interpretation of her or something. She's on some of her albums, and she's like really sexy and stuff. Dan, I know you're watching this. If you're still watching this, look up the Pretty Reckless, and they will definitely be somebody you want to buy just for the covers, because I know how you are, my friend. But this says it's on limited edition indie retail exclusive bone vinyl featuring Get So High remix, and I probably know Get So High because I feel like that is probably a single that they put out, and it's called Other Worlds. So we get the hype sticker in there. See that? Other Worlds. Back cover is kind of plain. Now this is probably not the best option to start with because they're kind of a heavy alternative rock band, but this is some acoustic mostly. I think it's mostly acoustic, and it has features people on this. So that's a big thing that rap bands do or groups do, or rappers. Just, they feature somebody to be on their album to make it like if they're not well known, they get somebody that's really well known, like Snoop Dogg or something. They pay them to be on the album. It's not that these people wanted to just be on their album a lot of times. It's just that they were able to afford them, and so that kind of turns me off. For people to do that kind of thing, but that's the name of the game these days, I guess. So to see a rock band have a bunch of things that say featuring somebody, I don't know, but we'll get into that in a few minutes when we get to getting around to this. So, and there's two versions of Got So High on this, so maybe there's an original because it doesn't say acoustic or anything next to it. So we'll see. But I probably would have preferred to start with one of their regular albums. But it was free, so what am I going to do? I'm not going to complain about it. All right, that's the end of what I got. That's all the new stuff I got from them. So let's get right into opening some of these records if you're still around. And I don't have any way to open this because I don't have any kind of cutter thing. Well, that's great, guys. As I've said many a times, we're running a professional operation here. We're going to try something. We got this CD. This blank CD. It's probably not blank. It's a DVD, actually. We're going to use that to cut the seals on these things. See if it works. Nah, it didn't work. No, that ain't going to work. Doggone it. I got so much stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, look, this is what we'll use. My NOLA Comic Con 2009, I think it was, name badge for Kevin P. Johnson, Strange City Heroes. I had to write that on there myself. But it's got a little pin on the back, and we can use that to open records. Carefully, right? Carefully, Kevin. No, didn't. So we're going to open Travis. Good Feeling debut album. Again, showed the cover before. I want to see the track listing real quick. Get that up there. Boom, boom. No download card or anything, so we've got the inner sleeve printed. Got a bunch of pictures on there, and a big thank you. So these must be fans, I would think. Why they're on this like this, I don't know. Maybe there was some kind of contest for this, or they did something, or they just love their fans. I don't know. But it's weird to have that on a debut album, you know. Maybe that's their original fans from before they were super famous. And we've got the simple little black vinyl with blue label. I think I'm gonna like this. I mean, I really like them. They're from Scotland, and they've been, like I said, they've been around a while. I think they're still active, but just one of those bands that never got around to, and finally, way later, I'm getting to it. So let's open the big boy, $35 one, the Travis Invisible Band box set. Y'all guys see that that sticker again. It is a top loading case, so it's just like that, and you lift off. So I'm kind of hoping there's some autographs in here because that would be cool. I'm not a huge autograph person, but I do have quite a few of different things. And you know, it's weird because I don't like have them like secured somewhere safe. They're just kind of wherever, you know, and CDs or records or comic books or whatever. Just, I don't know. You know, and I really should know where these things are, but I don't. So, we've got this, the box is kind of a matte finish. It's not glossy or anything. And then we've got that box, so it, like I said, it lifts off. I would love to lift it off on the screen for you guys. Doop, doop, doop. Inside is just that. And the first thing we see is this little booklet, I guess. I guess it's the booklet. Maybe, yeah, it is the booklet. It's kind of heavy. It's heavy, but it's thin. Not thick, but it's heavy. So we'll look at that in a second. Then we've got some records. The two records. The front covers are the same, except that one says B-sides. Back covers are the same picture, but different. There's people in this one, the band's in this one, and in this one they're not. And so it's got the track listings. I'm going to put both of them up at the same time. If you guys can see that against the white. Oh, that light is killing it. I don't know. There you go. There we go. That's the best angle we're going to get, guys. Let it focus. That's the whole track listing of all of it. And then we do not have a green folder. The inside of the box is this, and the CDs actually fit into it like that. And this is padding, and it's glued down, so we don't, you know, there's definitely no autographs in here, unfortunately. And then the backs of these are the same. You can see, well, maybe you can't see because I got this light, but there's track listing on that one. This is the B-sides. It may have more tracks on that than the record, as well as the regular album, which may be the same case. Don't know. Plain white CD. Plain white CD. Well, not plain, but you know, just white. So, really cool set. Let's get into looking at the. I think I said it was clear vinyl. So these are not gatefolded at all. Okay, so we've got the regular album. We've got lyrics, very tiny lyrics, and some photos of this house that they're at, and then some band member photos on clean, clear glass vinyl. Man, I love this when vinyl is like clear. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really think it looks sharp. I just do. And then the label, and the plain label with the you know, the looks like some sort of like Futura font or whatever. Really like works for me on that. It's nice in my brain. Graphic designer and all that, you know. So that was the album part, and then we've got, I believe the other one, the B-side is going to be the same. Different photos of the band, and then we've got the group shot, hugging onto each other, little too much maybe. And then again, same thing. Looks like I thought that was a scratch, but it's just kind of a smudged looking thing. So same thing on this one. I'm gonna like this. It's not heavy alternative. It's kind of a I don't want to say pop, but maybe that's the only word I have for it, because it is kind of a lighter sounding thing, but it's definitely alternative rock. It's not like super mainstream. But this book, move it. This little booklet. the band members, and I'm assuming this is all lyrics and stuff around the outer edges of that. It goes around the back. Now that possibly could be. I don't think those are real autographs, but that's the band members' names and such. I doubt that's real autographs. But we've got, nice booklet. This paper is heavy, man. It feels heavier than it looks. And we got some lyrics in big letters, so that's great. More pictures. No pictures, just lyrics. Picture of that tree that's on the cover. More lyrics. More pictures of the house with the band members. Lyrics. I'm kind of glad that I got some of this stuff because they've got stuff on there right now that I can't afford to get. But they've had some good titles as far as what I want in my collection. Like, I don't know if you guys know the band Thursday. I do have one album by them. They're an emo band. They've got 2 of their albums. They're about to be sold out of them. My guy at Dead Broke bought a bunch of them. Dead Broke Records bought a bunch of them. And so I told him to save me some because I'm probably not going to be able to get them right now. And then there's another band called Silverstein. I'm not sure how they say it. But there's a live album that they had with 3 records, and I think it's got a DVD in it, which I think that one's $35. I couldn't get it right now anyway. And then they have another one of their albums, which I think it's like 10 years, it's like a greatest hits or something. And I want that one. I got that one on CD. But they're like an emo band, and I like them. And I have one album that I won. I actually got it free from Yo Nicky, also on Whatnot. But I've been wanting some of their stuff on vinyl as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get some of those eventually. Just not right now. Especially if I got to bring my car in. I really need a new car, guys. But I can't see how I'm going to be able to, I can afford a new car. So I'm going to probably have to bring in my car to get looked at. Hopefully it's not like thousands of dollars to fix, because I've already put thousands of dollars to fix this crappy car many times over. I've probably paid for this car twice. And that just seems to happen with me. So we did the 2 Travis. So then we've got to go back and look at the Pretty Reckless. Bone color vinyl. Now, I think that's going to be a sort of a creamy white color. Kind of maybe a little yellow tint. They got a picture of it on the front. But before we see it, we'll look at what the front shows. There we go. Can't get the thing to tear. Okay. So this shows it right there with that kind of yellowish bone color, I guess. Probably the color of kind of this, our legs and stuff. But we'll pull it out. And we will find out together, guys. We will find out exactly at the same time together. So we've got this hard to read stuff. Then we've got this where it says Other Worlds, track listing, and I'll get into all the features and stuff in a minute. Oh, and I saw it before you guys. I'm sorry, but I was kind of correct. It is a creamy kind of white. It may not even show up to you guys as yet. It's got a yellow tint to it and that pink label. That, oh man, I wonder if trying to find an angle where you can kind of I don't know what you guys are seeing. That's not it right there for sure, but yeah, it's kind of just basically an off-white kind of thing. I mean, it's kind of looking like it's almost white, straight white when I look at it straight up. It's got a hint of color. So let's talk about the who's on this with the Pretty Reckless. I don't know the girl's name. I think she was on some TV show or something. I don't know. Is it Haley somebody? Maybe not. I don't know. So we got So High remix, Loud Love, the Keeper featuring Alan, Alain, Alain or Alan, I don't know, Johannes. Quicksand featuring Mike Garson. 25 acoustic. Only Love Can Save Me Now acoustic. Death by Rock and Roll acoustic. I think that's one of their hit songs. Halfway There featuring Matt Cameron of... is he in Pearl Jam now? I think he's in Pearl Jam, but he was also in Soundgarden. What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding? Now that might be interesting because that's an Elvis Costello song, and that's a really good song that I like. So we'll go with that. And then it says Harley Dancing. Remember her name is Harley? Did I say Harley before? Or Haley? I don't know. Harley Dancing acoustic, and then Got So High. Produced by Jonathan Wyman with Taylor Momsen. I've heard that name before. Who is he? And Ben Phillips. And you can see that. And I just noticed something. It's Fearless Records, and one of the other ones was Fearless Records. So they must have got a batch of Fearless Records albums in. That's probably, who is who they bought from this time. One of the people they bought from. Then we've got, coming up, Prophets of Rage. And I don't know if this is color or black vinyl. I think there is a colored vinyl, but I don't know what color it is, and I think it's super limited. I don't know, but we'll see. Oops. So we got Prophets of Rage. Track listing: Radicalize, Un-F the World. Trying to keep this family friendly, right? Legalize Me, Living on the 110. The Counteroffensive, Hail to the Chief, Take Me Higher, Strength in Numbers, Fired a Shot, Who Owns Who, Hands Up, Smash It. Smash It, but it's Smash Shit, I'm sure. Oops, there goes the rating, right? This came out in 2000... looks like 17 maybe, so probably very political and anti-president of the time kind of stuff or whatever. I don't know. I hope it is color vinyl and it's nice. I did not expect it to be a blood red with smoke inside vinyl, so that's pretty nice. I gotta look this up and see if it's one of the special ones. Okay. Awesome looking, right? Awesome. So it's kind of a cool photo of, we've got Tom Morello, I don't know the other guys in there, Chuck D's one. Let's see who the guys are. It's Tom Morello guitar, Tim Comerford bass, that's Rage guy, Brad Wilk, that's the one. He's from it says Beats, but he's the drummer. Then it's Chuck D from Public Enemy, Be Real, Public Enemy, and DJ Lord turntables, which is, I believe, this guy, and I think he's from Cypress Hill. I think, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong. I don't know those bands. I mean, those groups as well. I recognize people, but I don't actually know their names or anything. So, interesting. I'll get angry or something and listen to that, right? After I cry when I'm listening to Reverend Horton Heat. Who's coming up next? Reverend Horton Heat, The Whole New Life. As I said before, there's I wouldn't want to say a negative, memories attached to this band, but there's memories attached to this band, even though I never owned anything by this band except a few songs that were put on mixtapes. But your first love, you never get over it, right? Right. That's what they say. So we got that. We've got a download card that I'm gonna if it's still good. It's a couple years old. And we've got this sheet. This guy's got weird hair. His hair is weirder than mine. It's kind of tall, and that beard is not helping it. But that's the Reverend Horton Heat. I guess it's the Jim, Reverend Horton Heat, James, Jimbo Wallace, Arjuna, R.J. Contreras, and Matt Jordan. They look old. The Reverend, the singer has always looked kind of old to me, but the other guy, this guy's he's looking real old. So maybe they are, I don't know. But then the other side, kind of nice, 50s looking style going on there. Very cool, very cool. I don't know what color the vinyl's going to be. We got a paper sleeve. The labels are nice. I don't know why I'm showing you that without pulling the record. Oh, it's clear. Another cool clear one. Oh. And we got that nice label. Nice label. I did the track listing earlier. Did it say clear vinyl or did it say color vinyl? It says limited edition color vinyl. It doesn't say clear. That's weird. And I'm wondering if there's different colors to it, because some albums do that where they just put a random color in, and then other albums have a specific color. So I don't know. I'll have to look it up and find out. A couple more to look at, and then we're out of here. We already looked at this one, varietals, whatever it is. Hardcore, metal. So we got two Billy F. Gibbons. I'm going to leave this one for last because we want this to be red, guys. If it's not red, I got to complain to somebody. So we'll go with the Big Bad Blues. Track listing, Missin' Yo Kissin', My Baby She Rocks, second line, Standing Around Crying, Let the Left Hand Know, Bring It to Jerome, That's What She Said, Mo Slower Blues, Hollywood 151, Rollin' and Tumblin', Crackin' Up. Now with these two albums, I've got 2 out of the 3 solo albums he's put out. At least regular albums. I don't know if he's got any live ones. He probably does. But as far as the Billy F. Gibbons name, I think there's only 3. Now, did he do one under just Billy Gibbons? I don't know. And I don't know which one's the newest in the old, or the, I don't know if this is 1 and 3, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, whatever. I don't even know what order they came out in. But when I saw them, I was like, you know what? I really would like to try that out. So we've got. Oh, there is a download card in this one. And we got the little white card. I like them when they do a nice printed card, just so it's more, something that you want to collect. Not that I want to collect them, but keep them in the thing, So we got the cool picture of him, looking like ZZ Top. Got the track listing on this side, no lyrics, and we've got black vinyl. This side looks good with him playing guitar on that label, but then this label is just plain white with black writing. That was okay. And finally, coming up, well, let's see when this came out. This came out in 2000. It looks like 18, maybe 16 or 18. I think it's 18. So the next one may be older. This one. Might be 2021 for this one on hardware. This one is a gatefold. I've seen the inside of the gatefold. It's not as cool looking as the outer, and I'll tell you why I think that. Because some people may like it. They might be like, oh, that's awesome. I'm just like, not really. Cover is a matte finish for sure. Really, it's nice though. Feels. It's got so much texture on it, and then even the varnish on this is kind of a rough feel. It's kind of cool. So I like this. I'm not rubbing on stuff, and y'all don't even see what I'm rubbing on, right? But it's like a matte finish and then glossy print, but it's got a varnish, like a textured kind of varnish on it. It's really cool. It's graphic designer stuff, guys. You know, cool. Something I really didn't get to mess around with. But the inner, it's like this front view of the car. Oh, I'm sorry. Done the same way. Now that's kind of cool because you see how it's kind of reflecting that varnish off of there. But it just looks, the car looks silly from the front like that. You kind of lose the tires, you know, when you're looking at it. But it's got my lucky card. She's on fire. More. Shuffle step and slide. Vagabond Man, Spanish Fly, West Coast Junkie, Stacking Bones featuring Larkin Poe. Now Larkin Poe, I don't know if that's a band or a person, but I've heard that that's a good thing to have. So I don't know for sure because I know either her or they or even him. I don't know. I just heard something that I remember being, oh, that was something I wanted to check out, and I just haven't yet. I Was a Highway, SGLMBBR. I don't know what that stands for, but we'll figure it out when we listen, I bet you. Hey Baby, Que Paso, and Desert High. Okay. Again, see that. There you go. Full screen. Now let's get to the record and see if we've got red or no download card in this one. We got red, guys. And we've got the label. No, it's just a paper sleeve, but we got cherry red vinyl with track listing and that little what do you call those things on there? I don't know. And then this side says Billy F. Gibbons hardware, and it's a speedometer looking thing. So that's cool. That's what I wanted, the red vinyl on it. They had a black one, same price, but I just, for some reason, I wanted the red. I think the red works better with the album. You know, purple would have been good to pick up on this Fender, but the red isn't. You know, this is like a very muted kind of red. But still, it works with it, you know. And I'm big on the record, you know, the labels on the record at least, and the color, if it's going to be color, matching the artwork on the album. That's so much better looking when you have that. It's not like, you know, if we'd have had, you know, this and it was pink or green or something, that wouldn't make sense to me, you know. And I try to avoid buying those things when they come like that, because unless I have no choice. You know, like in the matter, you know, because I do have I have a Suicidal Tendencies album that's clear pink, you know, and it doesn't make any sense why it's clear pink, but when it could have just easily been red. But they probably pressed so many different versions of it that they just use whatever color's next in line, you know, on stuff like that, because there's certain albums that will always sell. It might not sell a ton, but they will always sell. So they just do limited runs and then sell everything they got, and then when they run low on that, they print another run. So anyway, that's off topic. This episode is a little long, you know, but got a lot of records in there. I'm happy with everything I got there. I think, you know, the only one, like the variety. Oh man, I can't say it. Varietals, whatever it is. That one, like I said, wasn't super great, but it wasn't bad. It was just, you know, maybe I wasn't in the mood for some hardcore, you know, kind of metal stuff that day when I listened to it. But it was, you know, it was good. It just wasn't what I was hoping for, I guess. But I don't know why their name is not on this dang album. Varit Varietals? I don't know. Anyway, that one. So anyway, looking forward to listening to all this stuff. Some of it over the weekend, hopefully. Got this really cool box set from Travis. I'm just a little disappointed that it didn't get me any autographs, but you know, I'm sure that there was some sort of limited version of that, and I wouldn't be surprised if VC Vinyl pops up one day and says, "Oh, we just got this new Travis box set, you know, limited edition," and they want to charge, you know, another $10 for it or something like that. But they haven't been selling a lot of those. I don't think people know that band very well. So anyway, that's it for this episode. I've just filmed 3 episodes in a row, so I'm tired of talking. And that is it. I will see you guys soon when I get my new shelf. I will probably do another video, and I gotta go make some covers for these, and we'll be good. Talk to you guys later. Bye.